Got myself a hammer. So I'm gonna see if I can make better or lighter work. I mean, what is this? Spot weld? Not missing bolts. Yeah. Spot weld right there. Son of a gun. With that figure. It looks like Hey guys, welcome back to our yard cleanup, saving our sanctuary once again. In this episode, I show you how I do natural weed killer. I also go around and start to clean up the back point, get our fire pit re-exposed, and, well, I take down a bridge. Other things going on, but those are some of the most important points of this week. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. Hey guys, today I'm just going to go ahead and make up my mix, my weed killer mix, and it's a little bit different because I actually look around the house, see what we have. The big change is this guy. It's an iodized sea salt instead of an Epsom salt. So basically, first thing you do is you fill it up with your or your vinegar. 30. This is a 30%. We're not using water at all in this one, so everything's going to be playing with that. Okay, you want to put a generous amount of sea salt. If you had a gallon, you would put like a cup to 2 cups of salt. This is what, a quart? No, a liter maybe. I don't know. Okay, 1,500 milliliters, 1.5 liters. It's a 2-liter setup. So I basically just pour it for a few minutes. This has 2 things going for it. I'm getting rid of stuff that has huge old shelf life, and we very seldom use salt. So you don't put, maybe a tablespoon at the most. There we go. Okay, in this case, and this is the reason why I use a small one, besides just, I don't really think I need a lot more. You want to mix it up? What's the easiest way to mix it up, huh? The recommendation is do it during a hot day, during the hot moments of that hot day. So like right in here. Since this is day 1 of my cleanup this week, and it just involves applying weed killer. This whole area all the way up I want weed killer on, except for right there, right by to the left of the camera, which is where the orchids are. I don't want that, this, and yeah, all the way out to here. Streaming badly. That's what I got. The end of day 1, it's probably about 12. It's 92 degrees. It's not that bad, and I got shade right here, so I'm good so far. I'll probably just leave this out here because I need to redo it, and I'll start here and go back. Day 2, week 3 of the cleanups. Hurricane Humberto. We're here, Hurricane Humberto's going that way, but it's such a strong hurricane, it's bringing Imelda out this way. We're right here, it's pulling all the moisture out, so right now what we have is a low humidity, cooler day for now. So I took the opportunity of trying to clean up a little bit out in the back. This is like the last spot I work on. There's supposed to be a fire pit there. You've probably seen that before. There's our sad bridge, which things are going to change on that this week. Not that I'm fixing it, but I'm using some of its parts for something else. And then of course, beautiful, beautiful sunrise coming up. Still got that to get rid of. That's what it was before. This is what it is after. Yeah. So this is day 2, and I need to get this stuff exposed. I know that under here is 2 oak tree trunks. An oak that's been cut down 30 years ago after her lightning strike that fell over. And over there is a concrete teepee somewhere over there. I'm gonna have to clean this whole area up. So all right, this is where I gone. Used to be have paths up there. Over here, actually this was a newer path that I built since in the last 3 years. This area needs to be all cleaned up. I know there's wood under there. There's a wall right here, and as you can see, there's a garden here, and this is a mango. You see the spider plants in there, but they're getting all overwhelmed. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. Well, I'm glad I didn't catch that one play, although it really matters. Okay, didn't want to hit this. This is water hibiscus. There's volunteers. I think my wife actually put the first plant in. And then I'm not sure what this is, but I thought it was gone. I know what that is. That's what you don't want in your yard. You have this in your yard, you pull it out. That. That was the golden oxide. Golden oxide. Bad. Okay, this area here, I'm not sure if there's any wood there, but here's 2 logs. Yeah, there's wood, I can feel it right here. 2 logs here, and big trunks here. This is like a 100-year-old oak that cut way down. Over here, I thought there was something funny going on with this thing after a hurricane. Of course, it was all twisted, and fortunately it didn't break because I put a couple of beams in the water side of it and underneath, kind of hidden so you couldn't see them. It was kind of my last minute, I don't know if this thing's gonna work during a hurricane thing, and that actually kept it together, but not very well in the end. This is 3 years later, and the beam has fallen. So this is what I'm gonna do in the next week or so. I'm going to take off all the decorative stuff, this copper stuff. Then I'm going to take off the decking. And I'm basically going to tear it down, and I'm going to start again. But I have stairways that are based on the same thing. So what I'm going to do is put all my effort up into our house in our stairway. Get the stairway done. That's the last major problem from Hurricane Ian that we haven't addressed. And then I'll come down here and build a new bridge. That's how I'm gonna do it. All right, guys. One last, I just wanted to show you, this thing was pretty cool. It used to have regular flowers and stuff. This golden oxeye was the previous owner had it planted over in one small patch, and it took over that patch, and then it moved during hurricanes, and all of a sudden we have patches everywhere. So golden oxeye, don't get it if you're in a hot area. All right, so what I've just done is given myself a great big to-do list. The most immediate stuff is getting those copper tables, and it's actually the stuff, the moons or the sun. You see this guy and this guy. Here's one right here. This is the sun. So I'll get all that stuff, gather that all up the next day or two, and bring it to the porch. It's a tree that grew in about 5 days. All right, that's it for day 2. Sorry, it's not the end of day 2. Got nice and cool in here. As it always seems to happen with me, my tractor breaks down. This is, look at that. Don't that figure? I mean, what is this? Spot weld? Not missing bolts. That figure looks like we're out of business with this one. All right, I'm out. Hey guys, good morning. It's Thursday. It's actually day 3. I took yesterday was off. I had to see doctors and validate I'm still alive. Anyhow, since it's only like, I don't know, 7, maybe 7:30 in the morning. It's really beautiful out, low humidity, which is not a Florida standard. But I went in here, and in the last month, so much of this, it's called all kinds of things. I think it's St. Augustine, but it could be Florican grass. Has pretty much taken over, and it lays down. It's string grass. It lays down in a string, and so you end up with stuff like this. So I reestablished the boundary here, which is all spider plants there, and you can see the bromeliads, which if you watch some of my previous episodes, you'll see that those guys are fully blooming without anything on them. That's what 2 months does of rain if you don't watch it. But that part is not my goal. My goal today is to start taking apart this bridge. I gotta take it down before I can put up a new one, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna put up a new one. But in particular, I want to get the metal and the suns out of there. So, like this, which was destroyed years ago. Can I get it? And I'd like to keep the caps too. Anyhow, that's a good start. So let's go. All right. Yeah, you can see what's happened. It's starting to just totally disintegrate. They got beat up pretty hard back then. This is all pressure treated wood. So you can see the beam that kept the thing from just disintegrating. But now the beams that go across it, they're all falling apart. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of good wood. I mean, Trex boards and stuff. If you look at this, see how it's falling apart. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to finish. It's only been about 15 minutes. At least this trestle may be good. And that'll be a start. Now give me something to recover that I can reuse up on that deck. Not necessarily the deck itself. The deck's been straightened, but the stairway coming up, it's ailing. And so I gotta make a decision soon whether or not I'm gonna replace it, which I think the wood's still really good. Or just straighten it out, which is worse than it sounds. It's harder than it sounds. Anyhow. Got myself a hammer, so I'm gonna see if I can make better or lighter work or quick work of this stuff. ants everywhere. All right, this is where I call it the end. Number one, because I got a lot of stuff I gotta clean up before I move on. Number two, we have ants. And number three, this is, it's about 9 right now. And the sun's now starting to come up, or come over. Sorry, it's shielded by some trees, but it's at the top right now. In a few minutes I'll be in it. So, what I did this week, didn't recover many gardens. Did complete or get this opened up in such a way that I now have a fire pit, and I have a place I can view my stars from, because it really is nice right here. There's no lights there. There's lights back there about a block. That's it. I now see that I still have that neem tree trunk. I have a fire pit half full of neem tree or Japanese crepe myrtle, whatever one it is. Seems like crepe myrtle is a neem. Nothing grows under it. And this one, everything grows under it. All right. Yeah. This is in its process. Look, we get our tikis. One of them. There's 2. There's a second one out here somewhere. And yeah, we're starting to get. I'm starting to see some progress. Instead of looking out the back and seeing weeds all over everything and seeing my poor bridge, I may not have to see the bridge. I'll get to see my walls again, because I'll be able to mow all the way up to them. I'll also get to plant a new bridge if people want it. All right, this is Dave from Saving Our Sanctuary. I hope your week's been good. Treat everyone with empathy and compassion. Realize that opinions, there's all kinds of analogies for that one. But fact over conspiracy, in my humble opinion, doesn't work with science, because whatever science says has been the fruits of many people's labors over time to find out how it would work. With that, use restraint when responding. Be good, and I am out.